Vinyl community, how are you? It's been some time, I know. Um, every week I'm saying I need to make a video, and then something comes in between. So guess it's too late to say Happy New Year, because I think the last video I made was last year. But however, here I am, and I think I started this year with another 7 for the week. So 7 records I'm listening to, I would recommend, or maybe not, I think I recommend all of them. So let's get started. A Tone Poet release. Picture of Heath, Art Pepper. It's been around for some time, and I did not, when I bought it, I did not realize there's an issue with this record. And the issue is, the pressing is, I think they say, quite hot. Means if your system is not set up properly, on the second side of this album you will have skips, jumps. And honestly, I tried it on the first turntable, I had this problem. Tried it on the second one, had this problem. Tried it on the third one, had this problem. And I think, gosh, I know how to set up a turntable. And I thought there might be something wrong with this record, and I bought another one. And same story there. And then I went to the internet and read about it. And however, long story short, I changed the turntable another time. In fact, I was in the process of renovating my Hebrew TT2. It had a new tone arm, and also I bought another cartridge, and I was really picky with setting this one up. And when I played this record then on this completely newly set up turntable, it was playing smoothly all the way through, and you can hear this one position where it's really getting close to the border, but with this turntable all went well. So, however, as I said this many times before, Art Pepper is one of my favorite sax players, so this record is nonetheless highly recommended. It's a wonderful record, wonderful recording, and yeah, Art Pepper, Picture of Heath. Next up is a new edition, pretty new. Think the Low Swing Sessions. It's on 45, and this is made by Low Swing Records in Berlin. It's written on the back. So the producer is Guy Sternberg, or Guy Sternberg, however you will pronounce that. This is limited to 1,000 copies, and this is Fink doing a lot of covers, which are insanely beautiful. On the first side, for example, Black Hole Sun, it's gorgeous, it's really wonderful. And what I wanted to say on the back, and this is the key thing for all records which are released on Low Swing. It's written, this record is 100% analog and computer free. Don't know if you can read it. Can you read that? And the sound is marvelous. I mean, you have the feeling you're sitting right in front of the people jamming, playing, and this is insanely good. I have a couple of records from Low Swing. Almost all. He did not release that many, but this is a bummer. So it's highly recommended. Get it as long as you can. As I said, it's limited. Next up is one of the quite new acoustic sound series, Stan Getz and Bill Evans. If you're following the YouTube channel of Chad, he was talking about that, and there's not much to say. The pressing is marvelous, and if you like jazz, if you love Stan Getz, and if you love Bill Evans, and I definitely love both of them, I mean, this is a match made in heaven. This is a beautiful record, and jazzy smooth, right down my alley. Yeah, sticking with the jazz. This one I knew before because I had it on CD for years, and when I saw it being released again on vinyl, I needed to have it. It's Charlie Hayden, Night and the City, with Kenny Barron, and this is this typical nightclub setup where you have here a little bit in the back the people and the classes and this nightclub atmosphere, and yeah, also the feeling of this whole record is very smooth and nightclubby, and it's maybe not for playing in the early morning to get a lot of energy. So it's, if you sit down in the evening having a drink and having something for dinner and just want to relax, this is the record to go for. Really, really love that one. Next up, Organic Pulse Ensemble, Formative Stages. All I have to say, check out Paul's video where he was showing his top jazz or independent jazz records. I don't remember exactly how he named it, but he was showing it, and from all the records he was showing, for my personal taste, I heard all of them, and I bought not all of them, but a lot of them. This one to me is the best because it's unique. It's wonderful. Check that out. Let's go on with Willie Nelson, Stardust. I'm actually not the biggest Willie Nelson fan. I mean, he made some nice stuff, but to be honest, the voice of Willie Nelson is kind of special, and he was not always on his peak. And this one I really like. It's country stuff. Very nice covers. Georgia on My Mind, Blue Skies, All of Me, Unchained Melody. So songs most of us know very, very well, and in a unique Willie Nelson style played, and yeah, I like it. Most probably not the best record of the world, but highly entertainable and highly entertaining. And yeah, if you're in the mood for this country vibe with this Willie Nelson voice, not a bad thing to play. A huge step from country and jazz to modern. Boris Blanc. One of the half of Yellow, you might know. So Dieter Meier is the voice, let's say, and Boris Blanc is all of the rest. He's the mastermind in the studio. He's producing, he's doing all this crazy computer stuff. And this is something he made, I think, for an architectural thing. So this was an order he got, and later on really he released it as a record. So it's meant to play it in a wellness center environment, and I read some critics that said, "Oh, this is now a step down. He's going downhill, commercial, and like a cheap yoga CD." I do not agree. Absolutely not. If you hear it, you hear this the style of Yellow, but without Maya's voice, and I think it's beautiful. It's really not relaxing sound. They are driving sounds, but it's all instrumental and even some kind of electronic music, which is not too hard, but still with nice energy. From my perspective, this is a good thing to listen to and to start maybe with, or to dip your toes in. Whatever you think about it, I really, really like it, and I listen a lot to it actually. Yeah, last but not least is, and I have it over there, I just listened to it, therefore I have it. It's Londinium, the debut of Archive, and I think it's a re-release. It's saying 25th anniversary edition. Yes, exactly. It's a re-release on Music on Vinyl. And yeah, this is this wonderful mix between hip hop vibes, or it's not really hip hop. It's how is it? Do they say trip hop? Whatever. So the spoken words with progressive vibes, with whatsoever. Archive should be very well known. Like that one very much. And that's it. 7 for the week. What else I have to say? I have tons of things prepared or still on the computer. I was last year in Italy visiting Verona, visiting Venice, and I made a video of this. I wanted to share with some things I saw on the Arena di Verona last year, but I never finished it. It's still on computer, and I still have a lot of other stuff I want to talk about or show to you. Also, the renovation of the turntable. I mean, I have this thing for the hardware, always changing, and I think I'm now in the stage that with this turntable, which at least for the moment was replacing the Lenko, I'm quite happy also with this combination, tone arm and cartridge. It's beautiful. Might be a video about that, but better not making too many promises. No idea if I can keep them. What else I have to say? Take care, everybody, and see you hopefully soon. Cheers.